Hello everybody, it's fantastic to have you all back on our YouTube channel, Relationship Builders Forum. My name is Amara.
And my name is Gospel.
Now today we will be continuing on our Test of Love series, and today we'll be looking at the test of time.
Some people believe in love at first sight, but I believe that you can't just love someone in a flash. It takes time for love to grow. It takes time for you to build that bond with someone. So what most people call love at first sight, for me, is more like infatuation or physical attraction. And studies have proven that it takes about minimum of 3 months for infatuation to wear out or fade away.
So it is very important for people to actually give their relationship time to develop, and that's also very crucial.
You can't just love someone you don't know. There is a level of knowledge you have to develop about someone before you can actually say, yes, I'm committed to this person. Remember, one of our videos, we try to define love as a decision you make to be the best and to do the best with someone. And you can't do that if you're not sure of who you are committing, making that commitment
to. Yeah.
So you have to have an understanding or a deep knowledge of your object of love. So, and that takes time.
Yes.
To know someone.
Yes.
It takes a lot of time.
Yes. You know, and also that brings us to a very crucial point. You know, you talked about the fact that it takes a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Are you now saying that people would need to wait so long to be able to get married or be in a relationship or take the relationship to a next level? Or, I mean, what do you mean that it takes too long? Because again, time is relative.
Well,
you know, how you measure time is relative.
Well, when I said it takes a lot of time,
yes,
I think to start, you have to at least have a level of knowledge about someone. Even in marriage, you keep learning about people. You keep knowing more about your spouse. So it is long term. But then for you to get to the point of making a long-term commitment, at least the quality of time should be there. Some people may spend many years in courtship or in relationship trying to know if this is love or not. And the problem with that is that they might not be spending quality time. Time in this regard has to do with maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. It all depends. It's subjective. Time is not something I can say it has to be exactly.
It's not static. It's not fixed.
This number of months or this number of years. I think the key thing is the quality of time.
Invested.
How much time do you spend having deep conversations? How much time do you spend, building a bond with this person? How much time do you spend, finding out quality? How much time do you spend looking out for key things about this person so that you'll be sure of the commitment you're making? Some people may spend long time, but it's superficial. They are not having deep conversations, whereas others will spend shorter time, but in that short period of time, they've done a lot of investment in the relationship.
So what we are trying to say here is that the quality of the time is very important, because you can spend so much time in a relationship without actually focusing,
investing in the relationship.
Exactly. Okay, so it is very important for the individuals involved in a relationship to take time to research each other. Now, it could sound very academic, when we talk about researching, the person you're in love with or the person you're thinking about, going into a relationship. But it is crucial. Now, let's just break down this whole research. You want to get to know who the person you're in a relationship with. You want to understand what are their values, what are their principles, and am I willing to commit to this person forever? Does her value or his value, does it align with my own values? Because this could be it could be a point of constant conflict in marriage later on if you do not assess the values and the principles that you have with that individual.
Yeah, the essence of doing that is to find a ground for compatibility.
Yes.
To be sure that you guys are spiritually compatible, emotionally compatible, you're mentally compatible, and sometimes you could say physical compatibility as well. So you need to do that research. I look at it this way: if you rush into a relationship as a guy, you see a lady and you're all excited about her.
Yeah.
Within 1 month, you're telling everyone, I found someone I want to get married to. I love him and all that.
Yes.
And then you propose marriage. After you propose marriage to her,
yes,
and you now start doing your research, you now discover that, oh no, there are things about this lady that put you off. At that point, you ask yourself, what did I even get myself into?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you find a way to withdraw from the relationship. I've seen people who, when they are so excited about someone,
yes,
after
let's engage.
This is it.
This is the person.
After like 3 months,
yes,
the same person that could not even, spend a day without being in touch with the other person,
yes,
is now being put off by, maybe she calls him,
yes,
he's like, sorry, I'm busy, why are you calling, why are you bugging my life?
Yes.
You see, that happens because the person did not take time to research and be sure that this is love and not infatuation or physical attraction.
Yeah. So it actually needs time, and this has led a lot of people into, like what you're trying to say, incessant, breakups in relationship.
And a guy breaking the heart of
a woman or vice versa.
Exactly. So there is no award in being a guy who proposes marriage to many ladies and breaking
their hearts.
Exactly.
You have a history of that.
Exactly.
Yes. What exactly we're trying to say here is that it's very important for you to take time and understand this person that you want to spend your life with together. Is this someone that I want to spend my life with together?
Not just understanding the person. You also need time to process your feelings.
Yes.
To process your thoughts. To process the decision you want to make.
Yes.
So that you don't rush into life. In fact, marriage is a lifetime thing, the way we see it.
Yeah.
So it's not a decision you just make and say, okay, I want to be the best and do the best for this person, just like that.
Yes.
It's a serious commitment.
The thing is, think about the fact that you have marriage. Marriage you have like forever to be with this individual.
Exactly.
So why not just give it a little bit of time to invest in trying to understand the relationship before you now walk down the aisle together?
Exactly.
Yes.
In our previous video, we talked about test of love in terms of finding out the character of this person.
Yes.
We said love is about what we do, not necessarily what we say.
Yeah.
So we said there are characters of love.
Yes.
You need time to understand that.
Yeah.
You need time to know if this guy is honest. You need time to know if this guy is faithful. Can you trust him?
Yes.
Can you trust him with your secrets? Can you trust him with your life? Can you trust that if he says to you, I am going to point A, it's going to be point A?
Exactly. So, the thing is, time is crucial.
Yes.
Time is very important. It's a very important element in a relationship. And I think that, every relationship would need to accommodate, that before they
progress,
take it, before they take it further.
So for us, time is a way of testing your love.
Yeah.
Time is a way of testing, is this love?
Yeah.
Is it genuine?
Yeah.
Or is it something else? It doesn't mean if you find out that it's not genuine love, you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that. Sometimes it could be confusing.
Yeah.
Even for some ladies, it could be confusing. You're not sure what you're feeling, is it right or wrong? And when someone you're in a relationship with tells you, please, can you give me some time to clarify my feeling and my thoughts to be sure I'm doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Don't take offense. I remember when we were in a relationship, we had to do this. There was a time we had to say, okay, you know what? Let's take a break.
Let's review the relationship.
Review what we are doing
what
and
exactly
where we
are we doing? Yes.
And we took some time to process our thoughts, our decision, and our commitment. And here we are today, and we've been married for almost 11 years.
Yes. But that's not to say, because when I like the fact that you talked about, sometime in a relationship, people want to take out time to be able to reassess, themselves and where they are. That's not to say now that some people in a relationship will decide to, at some point, want to take out time
Yeah,
because they want to use that time.
as an excuse.
Exactly, or they want to use that time as an excuse to sort of break the relationship.
Exactly.
So it's about how
Exactly.
you use time.
Yeah, I think when it's done from a point of sincerity,
Yes.
that's the good thing. But when it's done with a wrong motive to break someone's heart, that's not fair. I must say that. Maybe you're listening to me and you're planning that. It's not fair. I can say it's not fair.
Okay. Now, another thing that we touched on in our previous series was conflict. So, how the test of disagreement. Yes, that was it. That we touched on in our previous series. Now, you also need time to be able to understand how both of you can manage conflict.
Exactly. You need time to do that.
Yes.
To know if this guy or if this lady has the capacity to be able to resolve conflict.
Yeah.
And then you allow time for that to happen. Because
Yes.
if you don't have that opportunity, if you don't have enough time,
Yes.
you might be in a relationship and it's all sweet.
Exactly.
And you think this is how it's going to be all your life.
Yeah.
And there is no time, you've not had any disagreement.
Yes.
It takes time for that to happen.
Yeah, you need a bit of time to understand how can we manage conflict.
Exactly.
You know, how do we resolve conflict? How do we react when we confronted or when we have issues in our relationship?
Yeah.
So it's not a quick fix.
Yeah,
it's not something that you can say, you know what, let's just do it. It's not instant. It needs a lot of time.
I can also say that, you know, when you're looking at test of time, one of the things that can inhibit that test is when sex comes into a relationship.
Interesting.
When sex comes into the relationship, it stops people from focusing on important things.
Yes.
Now,
exactly. People now decide. You know when we started off looking at this particular area, the test of time, we talked about it is not in the quantity, but is in the quality.
Yes.
It's in the quality of your time invested.
Yeah.
Now, if you spend a lot of your time in your relationship only to discover the physical part of you or having sex with each other, well, we don't really think that is a very important or very valuable use of the time in the relationship.
Yes.
Because all that does is that you focus so much on the physical aspect of this person, and then there are other areas in the relationship that you actually need to also cultivate, you need to develop. But now when you begin to have sex in a relationship, it takes your attention off focusing on the values, focusing on principles, focusing on understanding this person for who that person is, because there's a lot of physical attraction going on, there's a lot of hormones in the relationship, and then that doesn't allow you to reason, to use the time usefully, effectively.
The thing about sex, which we would definitely come to when we deal with tests of sex in a relationship, is that it stops you from, focusing on important things. Yeah. Apart from that, it makes you think the relationship has a strong bond, because sex has a way of keeping the relationship. And you think this is what is love that is sustaining the relationship. Yes. Not knowing that it's not love. It's actually physical bond.
Physical bond.
But we'll deal with that
in our subsequent videos. Wow. We can go on and on talking about the test of time, but we just want to wrap up, this particular test today. And we just want to say thank you for keying into our channel. Thank you for joining us. And please, we would be happy to get your comments.
And then your feedback. How much time do you think two people who are in a relationship should stay before they can make a long-term commitment?
Yeah. Please post your comments in the comment section below. And please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and please hit the notification bell.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.